Good morning. A lot of you asked about my video that I posted yesterday on social media regarding getting rid of memorabilia that you acquire throughout your career. What do you do with that? Actually, nobody asked. I always love those videos where people say that, someone flames them or has questions, and nobody does. Nobody asks any questions. But anyway, I just wanted to take a minute. I'm on the way to the gym. Today is just a cardio day, which is one of the least favorite days. I usually lift and do cardio 2 days, have a cardio day, and then lift and cardio 2 more days. So usually 5 days a week at the gym. And then the weekend spent just Saturdays, usually stuff around the house. But that's neither here nor there. But I did want to mention kind of what I'm doing with the videos. Just kind of going forward is I'm a huge fan, not unlike a lot of other people that enjoy having something to watch when they're on the treadmill. So I love kind of a good video, a good vlog. This is not going to be quite as entertaining, and this definitely won't be daily. I'll probably do it daily as long as it's short term, because I can't stand having to edit video. So I wanted just to talk just a little bit about what was going on. Is that my plan after retirement is to focus on real estate. I did get my real estate license probably about a year and 3 months ago. I've done that in addition to closing out my career with the government. So my plan is to focus on real estate post-retirement. Shout out to anyone who's looking to buy or sell a home in Northwest Louisiana. Chris Ray at Osborne Hayes Real Estate is your guy. But that's kind of my plan going forward. And while I'm never going to be a huge social media guy, following the trends just to make sales, I do want to be able to share information about real estate in the future. So I'm never going to do any clever TikToks, or I will never pose for the classic finger gun picture. But I do plan on doing that in the future. So I'm kind of getting just used to more filming, photography, some of the video work, just to become better at that going forward. In the meantime, I can share kind of things going forward, so that we can just share in my life as I go forward. So like I said, going to the gym today, going to do some work today. I'm excited about the change. I'm ready for change in the career. I'm excited about retirement. There's a lot of unknowns, and I'll talk more about that going forward, especially for what that means for federal employees who are part of this, to make sure that they have their plans in place. I've spent a lot of time studying and learning all about that going forward. So I will also share that. Maybe not as interesting to some people, but somebody else might see that video and help them to have a better plan closing out their career. So I do appreciate all the comments on the different social media platforms about what to do with those things. Once I compile my giant pile of junk, I will make sure I have a good photograph to share that before it gets photographed, probably thrown away, maybe burned. But we'll see. We'll cover that too. But I appreciate everyone's involvement going forward, and I'll touch more on that a little bit later. and I may add to this video later. I'm about to be at the gym to catch that treadmill time. Not too fired up about that, but got to do it. Try to stay. Does no good to get retired and then keel over. So trying to keep that old cardiovascular system set up good. So anyway, thanks for watching, and this may get posted as is, or I may add to it later, but we'll see. Thanks for watching. All right, treadmill time is done. Headed to the house to eat a little breakfast and get cleaned up for the work day. And then I just realized that there might be some confusion, even though the video does, of course I hate videoing myself, but man, I look old. But then some of you may think, oh, you're not that old. I can't believe that you're retiring. You're too young to retire. Or, oh my gosh, I got 5 years left. I have 10 years left before I retire. So one of the great things, one of the good things about having a government job is, of course, the retirement. However, one of the perks that we have is we're considered special category employees. So federal law enforcement is considered special category employees. We have a mandatory retirement age of 57. So on your birthday, when you turn 57, you have to retire. Whether you want to or not, you have to retire. And one of the great things about it is, as a special category employee, as long as you have 20 years of federal law enforcement time or federal special category time, after 20 years, as long as you're 50 or older, you can retire. So I'm not 57, but I'm going to hit my 20-year mark in September. I'll be eligible to retire. It doesn't mean I have to go, but I'm eligible to retire, and I'm going. So that's the reason that I'm going to be retiring. One of some of the thought process behind it is that you can retire, you're still relatively young, you can get that second job to go into your career, and then I used to think that it was crazy, and I know there has been some discussion, especially hiring a lot of these special category employees. Some of them are retirees from the military, so they're already going to be probably between 37 and 45 when they get hired. And can you imagine having to do 20 years in that special category to get that retirement? And for me, as a federal law enforcement, I couldn't imagine trying to do some of this into my 60s. And have had that discussion with a few people about that who are in that category of people. So it's going to be kind of tough for them to physically make it. And even though I'm still relatively young, I can already tell that my reaction time is just a little bit slower. Maybe I don't heal as fast. Maybe I don't bounce back as quickly. You start having more health issues the older you get, so it's kind of hard to think about doing all that past 57. If you work the job right, you're in good health. So it's tough. So I'm not mandatory to retire. I'm just eligible to retire, so I'm going to go. Also, along with that, there's other little provisions to help us out since we do retire relatively young, and I'll discuss that in another video because I'm going to do some different tags on that because it applies to all federal employees, just to talk about pension, thrift savings plan, supplemental pay, and that'll be a whole nother video, but I wanted to mention that. It kind of came to me as the 30 minutes on that treadmill droned on and on, that some people might be confused as to the retirement stipulations for federal employees, and especially federal law enforcement. So I'm excited about it. So like I said, I'm just getting more video work. Obviously, I have a second video on the drive home, so I will have to stitch the videos together. So already day 2 of trying to do this, and I'm already going to have to edit video, but gotta increase those skills and make it a little better. I'll also discuss what my wife is doing, and so part of this is to be able to help her going forward and to do better with my video editing skills, recording and photographs, because I'm notoriously bad at all of those things. So it's what you got to do. If you're not good at it, do those reps, get better at it. I'll talk to you later.